Alright, so we're here with Terry Gill, and he's going to show us how to maintain the filter on a koi pond. And in fact, he actually has two filters, so because he's got some little babies in there. So he's going to do the primary filter, and he's going to talk about the different switches that are on here regarding the power.
Well, there's one switch, and you just have to put it in the middle neutral position that turns it off.
So
forward is slow speed, and back towards you is fast speed.
So you have to turn off the filter first.
Right. Turn off the pump.
Okay.
Then you open the air to let the air in the filter tank.
Okay.
Then you can start to turn it counterclockwise to remove it.
Lefty loosey.
And lift it off. Open this up.
Oh, it's a little tight, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. You don't have to take that off?
I'm just letting the more air in so the water will drain out of here.
Okay.
And then there are 3 filters in here that have to be removed.
3 filters.
These 2 are for solids. See, they're pretty dirty.
Now, if you mix up the order, does it matter?
Not really, I guess, but I usually put the dark one on top.
The darker
This
one
is
goes
the
on
netting.
top. Wait, what? The darker one goes on top?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the netting. All right.
And it has to be clean. I usually walk over here and hang it from this hook so I can flush it. Hopefully not get water with anything on me.
Okay. All right. So while... All right, Tara, any special tips for cleaning out that net?
No, just make sure you don't splatter too much on yourself.
We're on the cameraman?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll let you get to that. We'll come back later.
Alright, yeah, I don't need it.
Okay.
You don't have to do too much, it's over it.
Well, Terry's netting is clean right there. So just make sure you rinse those out so they're good and clean and no dirt's coming out of them.
Yeah, you have to flip them 2 or 3 times, but you can see they change color after they get cleaned out.
Stop. So, can you tell if this is the primary or the secondary?
This is the top one.
That's the top one you're doing right now?
Yep.
The top one looks like the material's more white.
Yeah, it is.
And the
probably.
secondary is more cream. So basically the netting goes on the bottom. And then the cream one goes in the middle. Because cream's always in the middle, right?
Right, I'll show you in a second.
And then the white one's on top. Alright. Alright, so you got to put the filters back into the pump. And so this one looks like you're rolling up like you're
We're not
rolling...
putting them in the pump, we're putting it in the filter.
The filter, sorry. You're rolling it up like it's Christmas ribbon.
Yep.
And that goes in at the
On
bottom.
Mm-hmm. Make sure that it doesn't get sucked down inside, that the rocks are covering the
Here, wait, let me see what it looks like. Alright, so there's rocks down there.
Yeah, you don't want to make sure that the netting gets sucked down by the pump into the intake. Sits on top. Okay, and then this one will go in on top of it. And then finally the top one goes here. And make sure that the intake hole is open so
Right there.
the water can come in, right.
Okay.
Now you're ready to put the top back on.
Okay. Righty tighty.
Yep. it will basically stop when it's right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, when do you do that pressure thing?
Well, when we start it up.
Okay.
Now we have to take this out and clean this basket. Any solids that are in there.
Okay.
And you can see that it's got pretty much of a scummy residue on the side that prevents the water from going through. So eventually the water in the waterfall slows down. Just a little hosing off of that. And then this is ready to put back in.
Get off some of that other stuff that's in there.
You will have to prime this catch pot, fill it up with water, and usually it fills right up like it is now, but sometimes it doesn't, and you have to check the trap to see if there's something in the universal trap. I
Which
usually
is
flush this for a few
right down
minutes, and it flushes some of the solids that are in the trap, little solids that are out. And you're ready to put this back on. Rinse it off a little bit, make sure your washer's in there. And it fits on, and give it a nice, don't over tighten it because it's hard to get off.
As we saw earlier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now you're ready to start. So when you start it, you started on full
High. That goes.
high, which means that you push it forward. I mean, you push it towards me.
Oh, wait. You push it towards you as high?
Yeah, towards me. I'm sorry. Push it forward is what the operating speed. And this will blow out some water for a while. And when it's all the air's out, got a pretty good stream now, you can just shut it down. And you don't want to leave it on high because the biofilter will overflow. The pump is a little bit too strong for the output. So you'll switch it back by putting it off and then put it to slow, forward.
So which way is slow?
Forward, backwards is high speed. And in the
Wait,
center,
that doesn't make sense. All right. You have 3 things on there.
well,
All
there's 3 positions for the
All right,
pump.
let's go look at the pump. Hold on a second. Here, wait.
Yep.
All right, so basically the switch on the right, the middle position is off. And if you click it upward, then that means you're clicking it toward the neighbor's house over there. That means it's on low, and that's what it should be on all the time. Now, if you click it backward, that means toward Terry's house. That means it's on high. And you can't.
Start it on high.
Yeah, you have to start it on high when you just change the pump. But then when it looks like it's caught pressure and stuff, then put it on low, which is normal operating position. You go, wait. All right, action.
Secondary pump is on. I'm going to unplug it and
Unplug it from the house.
pull it up, which is this is the most difficult part, is getting this to come up off the bottom of the pond because it's got a little filter attached to the pump.
So you remove some of the netting, and the netting protects the fish from birds, right?
Yep. And grabbing a hold of.
It's a PVC pipe looking thing.
Right.
It's a little heavy at the bottom, right?
Yep. Comes up slowly. And get it to this point.
Woo! That's big.
Yeah, it is. It's heavy.
Yeah, don't want to crack that thing right there.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why you got to do it slow.
Okay. Then basically have to do the same thing. Pull out this and clean it.
Now that's rolled up like a cinnamon roll too, correct?
Correct. Unravel.
And there's 2 of them in there.
Right. There's a little. Can sure make a mess in a week. Not even a week. That's why I said can't go more than a week at the most. And make sure Aaron knows that.
Did you hear that, Aaron? Or anybody else who might be cleaning Terry's pond? It gets this dirty, and You just cleaned this, what, last weekend?
Yep.
And it is already Thursday. So this is less than a week.
5 days.
5 days, and this is how dirty it gets. So make sure you keep up with it weekly. Alright, so here's the clean, bigger one. Right, would you say the other one was a little bit bigger than this one? This is the smaller one?
Which one?
This one you're holding?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little smaller.
You're done. You got them all clean. You just wrap them up like a what is it? A sweet
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll.
There you go.
Okay, and then you have to empty the basin first of all the dirty water
That bucket.
before you put it in. Right, the bucket.
Don't break that little connection right there. Make sure you keep them together. There you go. Don't lose your rocks.
No, I don't want to lose my rock. That muddy water to pour on the sidewalk either. Now, when you're doing this, you have to make sure none of the little rocks get down in the
That
hole.
little
Might
hole
be a
right
good
there.
idea to flush these out here. And shoot some water down. Here, make sure there's nothing in there. A little stir around. That should do it. And now I got some little rocks in there. Got a big one. Just flush it out. I think I saw it come out. Yep. Pile a few big rocks around the entrance so none of the little ones can get in there. Put your filter material back on top, ready to go back in. This is the easy part. The hard part was getting it out. This part's easy.
Help you with that netting. There you go.
Once the water starts going in, that fills up pretty rapidly. Turn it around this way.
Now, why do you like it that way more?
Because the fish knock it over sometimes.
Oh.
I don't want it to fall over here and dump all the water out.
Alright.
I like to swim around and play, and they knock it over.
Well, some of those fish, how would you estimate how much one of those fish weigh?
Oh, they're probably 15 pounds maybe, 10 to 15 pounds, the biggest one.
That's a pretty good sized turkey at Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Put the rocks back on so birds don't take away with.
We're ready to plug it back in. That's it. I don't think we spent more than 30 minutes at the most.
Oh, good deal. All right, fish, enjoy your clean filters. Signing off.